If you've never signed up with Google Analytics, the first step is to sign up for a free Google account. Once you have a free Google account, you can visit the Google Analytics admin panel. To create a new Google Analytics account, you can simply browse to the Access Google Analytics button on the Site Analytics page of your admin attendant. By clicking this button, you'll be navigated over to the Google Analytics account, and in the upper right-hand corner here, you can either sign in with an existing Google account, or in this case, I'm going to create a new account. Okay, so as we can see here, I'm setting up the username web.concierge.joomla@gmail.com. I've created the password, entered all the other related information, proving that I'm not a robot, and click to the next step. As you can see now, I've successfully set up a new Gmail account, web.concierge.joomla@gmail.com. So now let's navigate back to the admin attendant and access Google Analytics. At this point, since I'm already logged in, we can see the Access Google Analytics button show up in the upper right-hand corner. When the page completes the loading process, we can see there are 3 simple steps: sign up for Google Analytics, add tracking code, and learn about your audience. So let's start by signing up. Simply click the sign up button to the far right-hand side of the page. The page has selected the option for a website, and that's just fine. I'm going to leave the Universal Analytics Beta option available, and I'm going to create an account name. I'm also going to create a website name, and put in the URL of my website. In this case, it is demo admin attendant.biz. You can choose to have these options available or not. And then when you've completed this form, click the Get Tracking ID button. You'll be prompted with the terms of service. You can read through these in your own time and accept them. Believe it or not, at this point, we've already created all the information that we're going to need for our Joomla website to be connected with the admin attendant. So to start out with, you'll notice this tracking ID shows up, and it starts with UA dash and then a series of numbers. You want to make sure that you copy that information and paste it onto a text document. You may want to make a note that this is the web property ID. The last bit of information that you're going to need is your profile ID that's associated with the Google Analytics account. To get this value, let's simply navigate to the little home icon that's along the left side. You may be prompted to with a pop-up of available options, but after you click through that pop-up, you will see all of your accounts listed and available here to review. The property ID is actually being shown right now, but it can be kind of difficult to see the first time. If you come up to your browser here and double-click to copy the entire link, let's paste that information onto our text document. Now let's see what we see here. We've got the URL of google.com. Then it's directing us to the word analytics, web, and then a bunch of other information that may be a little bit overwhelming. Let's just go ahead and close all of that information out. The key information that we're interested in is the string here that shows up between that last little bit of information. In this string, you will find the letter P. This letter P stands for Profile ID. So you can go ahead and write the word Profile ID. And all those numbers after that P are your Profile ID. And let's delete that final backslash. So now everything before Profile ID can be deleted, and suddenly, there you have it. Your Profile ID is ready to be loaded into the admin attendant. So once again, to review, at the top of the home icon page, you're going to copy the entire URL here, and in that last little bit, if you double click there, you will see it starts with A, a bunch of numbers, W, a bunch of numbers, and then P, a bunch of numbers. The key information are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 digits after the letter P, because those are your Profile ID. Great job, you just finished the hardest part. So when this is complete, you'll place the web property ID into Joomla's Big Shot plugin and place the Google Profile ID into admin attendance configuration. Now there's going to be 2 videos in the help guides area of the admin attendant to show you how this is done. And you can find the links to download the Big Shot plugin, register with Google, and visit the Google Analytics admin panel, all in the related links area of the help guide in the admin attendant.